Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by John Whitman of Gladwin Boys Cross Country. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. Just talk to me how this season's kind of going for you guys.
It is going pretty amazing so far. We the team's looking better than ever. Last year we had a great team, but this year we came back like 5 times stronger. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So really the last few meets have really gone pretty well for you guys. Just kind of tell us about that.
So in the conference season, we uh, we were well we're pretty we're, we past few years we've been pretty dominant in conference. We've won undefeated the past 2 years, but this year at this last conference meet, we had our top 5 guys in the top 10, which is pretty amazing, beating both Claire and Shepard by a pretty significant amount.
Yeah. Um, kind of talk about this the group that you have with your I mean the seven guys that I mean the six other guys that you run with on varsity. Kind of tell us about them. Besides yourself.
Our our number one guy is Caleb Palmer. He's probably one of the greatest runners that our school's ever had. He has our 1600-meter record in track. He has our 5K record in cross. He's ranked pretty high in the state. He's a pretty good runner, and I'm really glad to have him like on the team and stuff. And up next we got Seth Mead, who's another captain,
Yeah.
and he's a really strong runner. He's been exceptional past 2 years. And Elijah Christensen, who's made a big jump this year, and he's got right up onto Seth. So those two, Seth and Elijah, have really been nailing it this year. So those our top 3 runners. They're 3 of the best in the state, and we are very lucky to have them on the team. And then I would be in fourth, and then Ben Varellen in fifth. Uh, that I'm really proud of Ben. He's only a sophomore, and the start of the season he was a little farther back, but he has made big improvements and caught right up onto my shoulder, which is really good. So I'm proud of Ben. And Miles, he's our freshman, and before he was in high school, we knew he had big potential, and he's still got more potential. We just got to get it out of him. But he's doing really good, and as a freshman coming onto a really good team, when he was used in junior high, he was like the best on the team. He was a stud, but now he's fit farther back. So that's a bit of a change for him, but he's doing it real good. And Bryce Johnson, he's our number 7. He's he's uh he's he's a little farther back than our first 6, but he's hanging there, and we're working on getting him up closer with us.
Yeah. All right. So kind of preview these next few races for you guys, down the stretch because we are getting close to conferences and the regionals and then it will be states.
Yeah, we have a our next meet is in Meridian, the Coach Cole invite, and that's a fast course. So we're hoping to run some good times, and we should win the meet. We are very close with Meridian, and so that'll be fun.
Okay.
And we have the Gaylord Meet of Champs, which we've gone to every year that I've been on the team, and we are ranked pretty high on that at that meet. So we're looking to run pretty good there.
All right. So kind of also okay, so let's talk about you for a second. Well, how do you get mentally ready for a race?
I I always prepare a couple days in advance because I mentally cross country is a very mental sport, and you have to be uh, like mentally strong through the entirety of it. So I always make sure I get plenty of sleep and like run through the race in my head and how I'm gonna run it, my strategy and stuff, and then make sure I'm fueling my body right because I mean fueling the body is important, but it also like knowing that you're doing the right things helps with the mental aspect.
Yeah.
And yeah, just being positive, thinking just strong strategy. Uh, that's just how I prepare personally.
Okay, so what do you typically like to eat before a race? Like the day before.
Pasta,
Okay,
and carbs like chicken. I,
nice. All right.
I like that. And Gatorade.
Yep. All right. Let's see. What have you really kind of worked at this summer to just kind of really, improve your game a little bit?
We have ran a lot of miles. I've ran the past few summers. I've ran a lot of miles, but this year we have upped our game a lot. We one Elijah's dad, Josh Christensen. He's helped us with keeping on top of us with the miles and stuff. He's our track distance coach, and he wrote this program for us as well as Coach Jordan. And we by the end of the summer we were running close to like 60 miles per week, and it was we put on a lot of miles. Really get that big strong base for when we start running more speed work during the season, and we start tapering this next week, so we really should see that miles pay off.
Yeah. And then really just what do you really want to see in these last few meets out of all seven of you guys, and also the entire team as well? Heading into some pretty big races coming up.
Yes,
Oh, okay. What do you really want to see? Like, what's the outlook heading into the next few? Sorry.
we going we these next few races leading up to regionals, we're really just looking at regionals. We want a regional title. Uh, our school hasn't had a regional title in men's cross country since 2000 or 2001, so like over 20 years ago. And back then we were in Division Three, so this would be the first regional title that we've gotten in Division Two in over 20 years. So we really want that. We think we can do it. Um, so these next few weeks we're just preparing for that, and yeah. Also in conference, we want our back-to-back-to-back conference title. Uh, third meets at Harrison, which is a really hilly and tough course, but we're pretty confident we can get that.
All right. All right, John. Thanks so much for coming on. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you.